everyone. Today we're going to be making some Pancetta Pomodoro Linguini. However, prior to me putting my apron on, I got the merch. Wanted to show you the merch.
Whoa, nice.
So now, so we don't ruin the merch, we're going to put our apron on, we're going to start our recipe, and we're going to have an excellent Sunday dinner.
What's cooking?
Okay, so to start, I have my glass of red wine with me today. I'm gonna take a sip because I usually tell you about this and put it down. So here it goes.
Okay.
Cabernet Sauvignon. I'm gonna start with just browning up the pancetta. I did already put 2 tablespoons-ish of butter in my pan.
Ish.
Well, I don't really measure when I cook, so it looks like that to me. I'm gonna dump the pancetta in. It's already diced. You can buy it that way or dice it yourself. We're gonna put the stove on a medium heat. Medium to lowish. And all I really add to this is a little black pepper, a drop of salt, because the pancetta is kind of salty, and let's say a teaspoon of garlic.
Only a teaspoon, huh?
Just a teaspoon. Usually I go overboard, and I think everybody already knows that. But it is mainly going to be like a spaghetti or linguine with garlic and oil. So, okay, so we're going to cook the pancetta until it's browned, like it's kind of looking right now. I'm going to turn the heat off of that and then just push that back until we're ready to use that later. And we're going to start to make our garlic and oil mixture in our pot. Okay, so we're going to take our oil in the pot, and I would say about a cup and a half, because this is going to absorb in the pasta and you don't want the pasta to be dry. So to this mix, we're going to add the garlic, and this is where most of your garlic is going to come in.
There you go.
So we have our garlic. We're going to put a little crushed black pepper. And all of these ingredients that I'm putting in right now are going to mix together wonderfully for amazing flavor. So that was our pepper. Our salt, we're going to add a little crushed red pepper. Not to make it spicy, but just to give it that little kick, but not to the point where you or your guests won't be able to enjoy it. We're going to add some oregano. Mostly this is going to be an Italian seasoning mixture. So you got your oregano, you got your parsley, I do have my basil in the freezer because it's fresh and easy to crush in the bag. To then add to our mixture. So we got our basil. We're going to also add to this sun-dried tomatoes. You can get any brand you like. This is the one I usually find.
Now, why don't you don't do that in the pancetta thing?
No, I don't like to do that in the pancetta mix because I don't want the tomatoes to get crispy. I want them to absorb the oil and stay nice and juicy for the pasta.
Okay.
So we add some sun-dried tomatoes in there like so. We are also going to add some grated cheese. I would say about 2 tablespoons of grated cheese. And a stick of butter. Place it all in the pan, heat it up, almost ready to go. Okay, so you want to get all of the ingredients that we just put into the pot kind of sizzling like this. You let it simmer for a few minutes. And then we're just gonna put the heat on low while we boil our pasta. We're going to then wait for the pasta to cook and add them all into the pasta, one big dump. Okay, so when your water boils, you're gonna put in your choice of pasta. Today I'm using Linguini Barilla. I think it's nice. So what I do is I take the pasta and I break it in half. Like so. Makes it easier to eat later because if you twirl it on the spoon like I do and cook it al dente between 10 to 12 minutes, stays on the spoon perfectly. Doesn't slap all over your face and make a mess. You don't want that.
Yeah, how many people twirl with a spoon? I mean, I don't. But if you do, make a comment. We're curious to know how many people use a spoon to twirl.
I think you should.
Who's a twirler?
It avoids a lot of things. Stains on your clothes that I clean. And burns on your face. So, pasta in, stir it up, we'll be back. So here's the moment we've all been waiting for. We're going to strain the pasta. Hot. Woo! Oh my. Okay, so we're gonna just shake out any excess water. Dump it in our bowl. Look at that, wonderful. We're gonna take all of the ingredients that we made earlier. This is the pancetta. You're leaving the oil, the butter, the grease, everything's going in it. Going in your belly.
Yeah.
So we put in the pancetta. We're going to put in our garlic, oil, and sun-dried tomato mixture.
Oh,
all of it, every last bit.
Look at that. Mm.
You are then going to mix it. And it's ready to go in your bowl for an enjoyable meal. Okay, so you're gonna get it in your bowl when you're ready to eat, and you're gonna put a little bit of shaved Parmesan cheese on top.
Oh yeah.
Because that is what's gonna top it off and make the meal. So we're just going to have our cameraman
Yeah, I gotta try this.
test it out for us.
All right.
Wearing the merch. Not using the spoon to twirl. But it still works.
Now that's what does cooking.